Straight up, hard the edge, tall in the phone, don't stop. Watch the trunk pop.
What's happening? What it do? So as I promised, I was gonna come back today and give y'all a recap of the playoff games, that kind of took place over the last 2 days. And of course, the NFL season kicked off tonight. You had Kansas City and the Houston Texans. I'm sorry. I said it was going to happen. I called it. Called my shot like I was Babe Ruth. You know what I'm talking about? But we ain't going to get to that right now. We're going to say that. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, that's my dessert. I'm going to say that for later. So we had Toronto double overtime forced Game 7 with Boston. And, I had said that, I was going to see what Boston was made of. If they was really championship ready, based on how they did against Toronto in that Game 7. But I got to give it to Toronto, man. Like, them boys, man, that was a great, great game. You know what I'm talking about? Like, big shot after big shot from both teams. And it wasn't just one dude. It wasn't, Tatum, hitting all the shots. Just these great miraculous shots, or, Siakam or Kyle Lowry just hitting these great shots. It was different players, stepping up. And when the ball came to them and they was open, they took the shot and they hit it. It's unlike anything, that I've seen in recent history, where two teams is just going blow for blow, man. Haymaker for haymaker. Neither one backing down. Both teams leaving it all out on the court. It was very entertaining. I can't wait for Game 7. Like, for real. I'm going to be looking forward to Game 7. The Clippers and the Lakers, I'm going to put them together. They both took put a stranglehold on the series that they in. So, you're going to get ready for that clash of the Titans. Because ultimately, Houston and Denver are outgunned and outmanned and outclassed by the teams that they playing. I felt that the Clippers, which I said, really could just, if they wanted to, turn it on, shut down Denver and their offense, and be able to, take control of the series and move on. And so for the last couple of games, that's exactly what they did. They stopped playing with Denver. Now, they still ain't played a full 48-minute game. But they putting together enough, of good dominant stretches of basketball together in order for them to take a lead and be able to withstand it. And then, Kawhi's been coming up big in the fourth quarter. As far as Houston, I don't know what to say about, I don't know what to say about them. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I know there's going to be a number of Harden haters that's going to come out and point to this game, see, he came up small, the blue, whoop, the whoop, the whoop, that type of thing. I'm not going to change people's minds, by what I think or what I say or what I show them. Like, ain't none of that going to change their mind. They going to feel about Harden how they feel about Harden. And so, they'll blame him for this, for the loss, for the Game 5 loss. Fact of the matter is, LA's just outplayed Houston for the last 3 games, for the vast majority of the games. I mean, Houston put together specifically over the last two games. Now, game one, I feel like Houston did outplay LA, but in retrospect, when LeBron say that they was filling them out and got a chance to, kind of see whoop-de-whoop, it's looking like he was being, keeping it all the way funky. Straight like that, because Houston has not been able to play great basketball on both ends of the court for 48 minutes. I don't even think they really been able to do it for 24 minutes. I'm sorry, y'all. But, so Houston has been outplayed, and I honestly don't know where the Rockets is gonna go from here. It's talent on the team. Going all in on small ball has proven to be a giant mistake. Not that Clint Capella was going to be the difference or whatever, but if they was operating in a traditional way of building a basketball team and putting a basketball team together, then Clint would have most likely remained on the team. And they had Kenneth Faried a couple years ago. They would have brought back Kenneth Faried. Boogie Cousins is a free agent. They would have looked at Boogie. Like there's a lot of options. They got Tyson Chandler on the team. I know he old, but if LA can get away with playing JaVale McGee or whatever for a few minutes in the game, you can play Tyson Chandler for a few minutes in the game. And then the thing with D'Antoni is rearing his head where, Daniel House goes down. You still got Damari Carroll, who's known for defense. You got Luke Mbamute, who's known for defense. Because the defense, that being number one in the bubble, that bubble burst, man. That was a mirage. They not no great defensive team, man. They may be better than Portland or Dallas or some of these other teams that was in the bubble, but they're not a great defensive team. Like, you can't be a great defensive team giving up 60% shooting from the floor, 49% shooting from the floor. And in LA, they coach said it in one of the timeouts, we're going to live in the paint. You know what I'm saying? We're going to live in the paint, and that's where we're going to do all our work. They got Houston in foul trouble early in this game. Not just Harden, but it was, they was hitting a lot of the starters with fouls, in this game. So they wasn't able to compete with the Lakers. And then I think the Lakers went 17-1 as far as offensive rebounds. 17-1. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Then you got at your starting five, Harden had the most rebounds of the starting five with 4. 4 rebounds led the starters on the team. Like, that ain't gonna get it done. That's not gonna get it done. So I'm thinking that between these next 3 games, of all the teams playing, I think everybody we definitely gonna have a result with Boston, Toronto, because they going to Game 7. So I'm sticking with my pick of Boston, but I believe that the Clippers and the Lakers is gonna finish their series off, move on to the next round. So, I mean, that's what it is. It is what it is. And, gonna find out what Fertitta is going to decide to do, as far as the future of this organization. I don't like him. To me, he's a cheap owner, and so he's not, like he's rich, but in building his empire, I don't think that he, really gave deep thought to the point of having to pay all of these people millions and millions of dollars. He's used to, okay, this is what it's gonna cost to run my business, and so all of the money after that, that's in my pocket. That's my profits. Well, it don't, it don't quite work that way in the NBA. Or when you own a sports team, you got a lot of different expenses. It's a lot more money coming out your pocket, and so to that luxury tax would be eating into all of his profits. And so that's not something that he want to do. And so that's why I wish that they would have got somebody else to take over the team as the owner. But I mean, again, it is what it is. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see how that plays out for the team going forward. So Thursday night football. I was so excited, to have football come back. To see some hitting and some throwing and catching. But as I said at the beginning, I called this, man. I knew that Kansas City was going to blow the doors off of Houston. And if you're a Texans fan, I know, look, I'm going to say, if I was a Texans fan, right, and I just seen my team in the playoffs go up 24 on this team in their building, and then watch them reel off 44 points unanswered. Unanswered, not a field goal, not a safety, not a 2-point conversion, like nothing. We got no answer whatsoever until they up 20 points. And then we answer with another touchdown, and then they respond with another touchdown. So we lose by 20. To turn around in the first game of the season, you face the team again in a building. Only when it was like 15, they say between 15, 17,000 fans. So they did drop their banner, like I said they would. They didn't get their rings, but it's opening night. So, and for you to go down now, first possession, score a touchdown. Kansas City reels off 31. 31 points unanswered, home. 31 before you score again. 31 points unanswered. And really, when they got the ball back, they could have got another touchdown because on the onside kick, he damn near returned it. So if they really wanted to, just like the crowd going crazy, you know what I'm saying, and everybody feeling it, they got their momentum. If they really wanted to, man, they could have scored again. You know what I'm talking about? Made it 38-13. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I did a video with Duncan where I told him to make his case for Deshaun Watson, being a top 5 quarterback. Am I saying that Deshaun Watson is trash? Nah. I ain't saying he trash. I ain't saying he garbage. You know what I'm talking about? But you the quarterback. You the quarterback of the Houston Texans. And this team is reeling off 31 points unanswered, bro. So your defense ain't getting much rest. They out there fighting by themselves. Because the offense ain't putting up no type of fight whatsoever. None whatsoever. Y'all getting your head kicked in, and the offense, is just spectating. Like they part of the fan base, really. Come on, man. Can't stop the run. A rookie. A rookie, Holmes, joining a Super Bowl team, doing the broadcast. They put up, this is the first time that a rookie, in NFL history, first time that a rookie joins a Super Bowl team and rushes for over 100 yards on opening day. First time in history. Oh, man. That's why Dre want to come on, y'all. This is why he ain't want to come on. You know what I'm talking about? Because he know I be giving that boy the business right now. You know what I'm saying? Let this rookie go for 130 yards on y'all rushing. Patrick Mahomes got 3 touchdowns. He was cruising. Like, that wasn't even peak Patrick Mahomes, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that boy ain't even go off in the game. And they still drop 31 unanswered, bro. Like, that's crazy. So, and look, this is the first game, so I'm not gonna read too much into it. After one game, first game of the season, no preseason, no OTAs, no minicamp. So, Texans fans, for the most part, you shouldn't trip. Ain't nobody gonna be jumping off no bridges or nothing like that. You know what I'm talking about? But first glance, man, what's that saying? You never get a second chance to make a first impression. And so my first impression looking at these Texans, just out the gate, just watching as a casual football fan. Houston, who already, I said, had a weak secondary, is being weak. It's also looking like your run defense is going to be trash too. You know what I'm saying? Houston didn't even face a team that is known for running the football. You know what I'm talking about? Andy Reid likes to throw the ball all over the field. So you ain't faced a Tennessee. You face Baltimore next week. Like, that team likes to run the football. And the rookie put $130 on y'all. So, anyway, it looked like Houston gonna have trouble stopping the run, stopping the pass, protecting Watson. And I said, I want to see how Watson responds, how he's gonna be without his safety blanket, without Nuke, without DeAndre Hopkins. How was he gonna be able to perform? And you saw it on the second play of the game. They call a fly route for Fuller. So Fuller takes off. The coverage is there. But Watson puts the ball where it's supposed to be, on the outside. Now, maybe he could have had the pass down a little bit more so that Fuller ain't have to jump for it. But it wasn't a bad throw from Watson to Fuller. It was definitely a catchable pass for somebody that's in the NFL and been in the NFL for a number of years now. Like, you should be able to make that catch, like, period. And it's a catch that Deshaun Watson has made to DeAndre Hopkins probably 1,000 times between practice and games. I'm not a Texas fan, but, I didn't see a whole lot of that game, me being down in H-Town all them years. And I didn't seen him with that that back shoulder fade, back shoulder throw, you know, to DeAndre Hopkins, and DeAndre Hopkins will spin around and catch that ball, pluck that ball out the air, made it look routine. That's gone. I seen more than a few drops by the receivers, you know, that the Texans got now. And then the boy running for his life behind that offensive line that was supposedly had been improved. It's looking rough, bro. My first impression of the tape is looking rough. It's looking rough. You know, I had to tell my kinfolk down there, say, man, don't pay attention right now to the scores or none of that. You know, just say that these first 2 games is preseason games that's not preseason games. Because if you let yourself get emotionally invested into the Texans with these first 2 games, I mean, y'all gonna be highly upset going to work, cussing at people, mean mugging folk, you know what I'm talking about? Because they're not gonna beat Baltimore. Like, that's not gonna happen. They're not gonna beat Baltimore. Can't beat Kansas City. Like, the Texans is they ain't better than Buffalo. Even though they beat Buffalo in that playoff game, that Buffalo game last year, they ain't better than Buffalo. I don't think that they better than Pittsburgh. Like, come on, man. Anywho, I'm gonna be back with another video, man. Probably Saturday. Yeah, it's gonna probably be Saturday. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and recap how the rest of these playoff games then played out. I'm thinking by Saturday night, we'll be discussing the teams that's moving on to the conference finals. You know, now it's possible that these other teams that's not facing the Game 7 could win, you know, a game to force it to 6, but I doubt it. So I'm gonna be back Saturday, you know, and go on and give my analysis on that, and then I'll talk to y'all again on Monday. You know what I'm talking about? But say, man, I appreciate y'all watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell, hit that like button, drop a comment at the bottom, you know, and I'm just gonna get with y'all later, man. Tell your friends about me, dog.